Welcome to SVG-TV News for Thursday, August 16, 2018. I am Jennifer Richardson with the details. Hard work and support from teachers and parents were identified as the recipes for the success of Soraya Jackson of the Girls High School and Dylan Ned of the St. Vincent Grammar School. This as SVG-TV News caught up with top performers in the 2018 CSEC exams and their principals. 1,647 students from 26 secondary schools sat the examination in 32 subject areas, with Soraya Jackson of the Girls High School, Dylan Ned of the St. Vincent Grammar School, and Kyle De Silva of the Mountain View Adventist Academy being the most outstanding performers. The GHS continued its good form, recording 97.42% subject passes. The St. Joseph's Convent Kingstown recorded a 90% pass rate, with the St. Vincent Grammar School 88.69%. And the Thomas Saunders Secondary School recording 84.89%. Soraya Jackson and Dylan Ned spoke with SVG-TV News today and shared the secrets of their academic success, and also some advice to students who will sit the CSEC exam next year.
I would say many late nights and a lot of self-studying and research to know about each subject more in depth, and going through the syllabus and trying to learn each part bit by bit.
Was there any other subject that gave you any sort of difficulty?
Additional mathematics was my weakest subject, because in fourth form last year I did general maths and I passed with a grade 1, so I decided in form 5 to do add maths, and it was a big change moving from like easy matrices to calculus in like less than a year to prepare for the exam, so that was the most challenging subject for me. I would say that you have to really change your mindset to know what you want and how you would go about doing so. And you shouldn't let anybody else's success validate your success.
What would have been the things that assisted you in doing so well?
Definitely family, teachers, friends. Obviously thankful to God. It's really the system I was surrounded by that really helped me to focus on the schoolwork and consistently try to perform.
Okay.
I'd say just the in-school consistency, just doing the work that the teachers gave, it really made it easier. When I was studying, pair groups were good. Working with people weaker than you in the area or even stronger than you, both help. When you're teaching somebody something, it helps to give you a better base, and then even somebody stronger than you would definitely help you. So pair groups, any study sessions really, just once you're not, a lot of people think that just long hours do the job, but I think I found it much more efficient to like separate it into blocks, sections. Don't just try and do endurance runs of studying.
SVG-TV was unable to reach Kyle De Silva of the Mountain View Academy and the principal of the St. Joseph's Convent Kingstown for comment. Meanwhile, Michelle Beach, principal of the Girls High School, Alfred John, deputy headmaster of the St. Vincent Grammar School, and John Renton, principal of the Thomas Saunders Secondary School, were all happy with the results this year. They all congratulated the students for their success and thanked the teachers for going above and beyond the call of duty.
As you would recognize, almost every subject that is sat at CSEC at this point in time requires an SBA. And SBAs take time. And the girls did deliver. They were on time with their submissions, and their SBAs were well done. And we really appreciate the hard work of our teachers. Of course, we have to give thanks to God and also to their parents who would have supported them over the years. We do work hard at the school, and I do congratulate my teachers, as I said before, because without their help, our students would not be where they are today.
What accounts for this? Well, I think there's a level of dedication demonstrated by many of our staff members to students' success. Okay? There are teachers who are prepared to go the extra mile with students. They are not just concerned about their academics, okay? But they are also concerned about basic needs that they have, problems that they may have. Teachers are willing to intervene, to try to help them, to help to facilitate, okay? So the dedication of staff, I believe, helped them tremendously. And one teacher even told me that she would come here on Saturdays to give extra classes to students, you know, free of charge. Okay? Yeah.
They worked to practice them with some past papers towards the final days of the exam. They planned their lessons to make sure that all the syllabuses were covered, and they generally made sure that the students' SBAs were up to standard. And that's a lot of day-to-day persistent effort that goes in on part of the teachers to make sure that those things are done. And of course the students themselves have to be doing their work, and the parents at home, that's very important that they get the support of their parents at home.
The deputy headmaster of the St. Vincent Grammar School and the principal of the Thomas Saunders said they're looking to break the 90% ceiling and take the top spot in relation to the pass rate. The St. Vincent Grammar School and the Thomas Saunders both have a pass rate of over 80%, but the two educators say they're aiming to have their school be #1.
The difference in the pass rates between the high school and the grammar school is of some concern to us here, yes. I think they probably have about a 9 or so percentage. The disparity between the two schools is about 9 or so percentage. We intend to close that gap. We intend to close that gap. So what we'll do, we will try to get all teachers on board. Remember I said that most teachers are committed to the students and they're prepared to go the extra mile. So we have to focus on those who are lagging behind, and try to get them to, you know, align their objectives with those of the school, and to help us to help to narrow that gap. We must narrow that gap. Okay.
All right. As a school that has pushed its way all the way to the #3 spot, do you see at any point in time the school taking up #1 in the pass rate?
Well, yes, we have that in our sights. For the last 5 or 6 years, we've been between 84 and 86%. I think it's time for us to break that ceiling, and we have some ambitions towards the top. You're absolutely correct.
All right, and as part of these ambitions, you know, what extra things do you think would be needed?
We just have to tighten up. The devil's in the details. So that is what you have to pay attention to, just getting the details correct, and correct all the time. Making sure that the lessons are delivered, the students are doing their homework, the parents are on board. Just those details are what is important.
Close to 100 students who were successful in this year's CPEA examinations have received scholarships and bursaries from the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force and the SVG Police Cooperative Credit Union, the PCCU. The presentations were done at an awards ceremony yesterday, during which recipients were urged to excel at secondary school. We get more in this report from Larissa Pugsley-Kader.
Under the theme, 60 solid years of celebrating the nation's youths, the police force and its credit union presented some 86 students with secondary school scholarships. This will be for the duration of their secondary schooling and will cover the cost of transportation, books, examination materials, and payment for examination fees. Another 19 received bursaries. Commissioner of Police Colin John, delivering remarks at the ceremony yesterday, said the award would be extended if students pursue higher learning.
Reach to Form 5, and even more when you get to 11 college, we also pay for the books and offer the same set of services, and also pay for the examination during that time.
The police commissioner said he is hopeful that students would apply themselves in their secondary education, and it is a matter of what you put in, you get out. The SVG Police Cooperative Credit Union Limited and the Ex-Police Association came together to offer 3 scholarships and 10 bursaries. This is the 4th year they are making the awards, but this year they have offered a less fortunate child.
Today, we are pleased to be presenting bursaries to 3 students of $200 each. Part of the Ex-Police Association's vision is to be financially viable to award a scholarship to some needy child.
Delivering the feature address on behalf of Dr. Anki Scott, Timothy Scott commended the police for its offer of the awards. Scott and his sister, the children of a former late police officer, were both recipients of scholarships from the police. Scott told the students that it is a great opportunity afforded to them, which should not be taken for granted, and he emphasized the importance of discipline if they are to achieve success.
That where we go from here is not just dependent on intelligence and hard work, but it hinges largely on your level of discipline. Therefore, to get where you envision yourself being does not necessarily require you to simply be smarter than others.
Reporting for SVG-TV News, I am Larissa Pogsley-Kidd.
20 Vincentians will wing off to the University of Taiwan to pursue studies leading to degree programs over the next 4 to 5 years. The areas of study range from computer science, national business, agriculture, and international tourism to journalism and medicine. Today, the students received their awards from the Taiwanese ambassador, Calvin Ho. Ambassador Ho congratulated the scholarship recipients and told them this was as a result of good relations between SVG and Taiwan. He asked that they not only stick to academics while in Taiwan, but to broaden their knowledge about the Taiwanese culture.
I would suggest all the recipients, while you study there, it's not only education that knowledge you can learn from the campus, but I also encourage you to go outside of the campus to see the way of living there.
Prime Minister Dr. Rav Gonsalves, also speaking at the ceremony, said he is happy about the scholars and hope the students stay focused on their goals. He said the diplomatic relations are of great benefit to the country and the scholarship award has been fruitful to date. Dr. Gonsalves pointed out some challenges the awardees may face, but urged them not to give up.
The program I value greatest is what is happening to you all today. You're getting scholarships to go off. That is what I value greatest. Because in each of you, you have an opportunity to build a better life for yourself and your family.
President of the Taiwan Students Association in SVG, Jamali Jack, briefed students on what is expected of them while in Taiwan and reminded them that they are now ambassadors.
Whenever you walk the streets of Taipei, Taichung, Tainan, wherever you are in Taiwan, remember that you are ambassadors of this country. Wear the blue, yellow, and green very proud as you walk, but always remember that you are our nation's most valuable resource.
SVG-TV's Nikita Tony is one of the scholarship recipients. She will be pursuing studies in media and communication. She told SVG-TV News that she's looking forward to her studies.
It's 5 years away from my homeland, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but I must say it's a pleasure to now be an ambassador for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I have represented my country proudly as a track and field athlete on numerous occasions, and now I do so as an educational scholar, and I can't tell you how much joy that brings to me to not only go out and make myself and my family proud, but to do so for my country.
The Taiwanese Scholarship Program started in 2004 and more than 140 Vincentians have benefited from scholarships to study in Taiwan. A 30-member medical mission has expressed satisfaction after completing a one-week stint in SVG, where they offered a range of medical services to people in various communities. Dr. Jacqueline Games, a Vincentian dentist who resides in the USA, headed the mission, which offered dental, vision and other services at locations in rural communities and on Beckway, and carried out surgeries at the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital. In an interview with SVG-TV News Today, Dr. Games said there are some simple practical actions they would like to see people take to help improve their quality of life, and the healthcare providers at the various health facilities can assist.
We have to let them know what food, especially when you get a little older, what food is most important that you eat, what tea is here. We have different herbs here that we can use that they're selling all over the world. And we can use some of these herbs which our medicine is made from, and that can really help us a great deal. The weather is nice, we can exercise, we can be able to just be healthy, just take care of ourselves.
The Caribbean medical team last visited this country in 2005, and Dr. Games said she's hoping the gap to the next visit will not be as long, but they are also looking to establish a partnership with a health facility here.
We had decided at one point we were going to at least adopt a clinic. We haven't decided which clinic it is yet, because we have adopted one in Jamaica. So this is one way of us coming back. Also, I had Dr. Gill, Catherine Gill on the team, and we were just talking about how can we do continued care. So this is something we're still discussing. When would we come back? When would we provide, care for these people? Because it's very important that we do follow-up care.
Dr. Games said she was instrumental in obtaining contributions towards filling a container of medical supplies from the Taiwanese.
And then I have another 2 containers that I have filled with wheelchairs, medication, beds, for the elderly. I have 2 containers filled of that list, and I'm hoping that they can open those 2 containers as soon as possible to distribute it to the people who need these supplies, because these supplies has been in these containers for a while. I don't know what the holdup is with the Ministry of Health, but I'm asking that these containers be open as soon as possible so that our hospitals and our clinics can utilize what these containers contain, because there are a lot of supplies in them.
The Caribbean Medical Mission was established in 1996 and comprises medical professionals who reside in the U.S. but have roots in the Caribbean.